today's video, we're going to be trying to fix a one wheel that's been dead for over 2 years. So, I want to talk about why we're replacing the motherboard. Just a couple years ago, it broke down, and we couldn't repair it because they wouldn't sell parts on the website. Now they do, and we're going to fix it. Today, Dad's going to replace the one wheel parts because it broke down a couple of years ago. What are you doing now?
Well, now this is the old controller, this is the new controller, but you have to register the new controller on the website.
Hey, why are we replacing the motherboard?
Well, Jess, this is a long story. 2 years ago, we bought this one wheel. Because we had the other one wheel, which was a pint. We really liked the pint. It was awesome. We had a great time with it. We figured, let's go riding together, right, Jess? So
Yep.
we got the Plane X because I'm heavier, bigger, and it was great. So when we first got it, we go on one of the rides together. We had a good time. And then one wheel started acting up. It would cut out, and we had I had a couple of pretty big spills with the one wheel. And it was a pretty bad fall. We had a drone in a case, and the one wheel cut out, and throwing the case halfway down the street. So as we were disappointed, the one wheel wasn't charging anymore. It was not behaving good at all. So we decided to contact One Wheel because we'd only had it for less than 6 months. So we figured, well, we should get it replaced under warranty or fixed under warranty. But One Wheel basically wanted us to send the board back to California. The problem with sending a board back from Canada to California is there's customs and duties and all kinds of stuff. At the time, I was convinced it was the battery. So once One Wheel quoted us that we sent it in for evaluation, we decided we weren't going to do that.
We might just be able to fix it.
Well, this part's no good any longer. We chose to try to repair the battery itself, so we took it apart. The board looked like it was in good condition, and it may be, but we actually took apart the battery and rebalanced the cells. So we desoldered the whole battery, rebalanced every cell, bought the charger, bought a little soldering thing, soldered the battery units, the modules back together, the individual cells. And we rebalanced the battery, reassembled the battery, put it back on the one wheel, and the same results. The one wheel didn't work, wouldn't light up, wouldn't communicate. So at the end of the day, it's probably this module. Now we're still not sure, but we were pretty upset. So this board sat for 2 years in our garage. So here we are, the new GTS comes out, and we're curious. We'll go back to the website, and lo and behold, One Wheel started selling parts again. The right to repair is back alive.
That was a really good story about my dad. Now we're going to look at the old battery and the new battery.
So here's the new battery. They don't look any different.
Here's the new battery. This one's the old one. Alright, so he's got the battery hooked up. Now he's going to try to attach it to the motherboard. Wait, is this on the Pine X or the Pine?
This is the Pine X.
The Pine X broke in a year, and then the Pine is still alive to this day.
We had the Pine years, and we kept using it for years. And the Pine X destroyed itself within 6 months. We had problems with it, and then that's why it's such beautiful shape, because we haven't really been able to use it, unfortunately.
Anyways, we love these things for a long time, but it was pretty disappointing when this one broke. And it was just like a year after the warranty.
Actually, the crazy part.
Power.
Went relatively well. And then this is the BMS cable, battery management system. We gotta make sure that's the right way. Okay, so should we see if it's got power?
Yeah. Whoa. It's on again after like how many years?
Well, that's a good sign. So right now we don't have the footboard. It's probably telling us there's problems. Okay, so maybe put this in here like this.
We used to go in the corner store with these things like every week.
Yeah. Well, good times to be had again.
Yeah, hopefully this one doesn't break as soon.
Yeah.
What's next?
Next is the rail.
Ooh. It's already looking like a one wheel again.
It is. It's the best feeling on two. It's like cross between skateboarding, snowboarding.
Yeah. And then you don't have to go all the way up back on a hill.
Whoa. Next side.
After the rail, what else are we gonna put on?
Well, we're gonna make sure that that module gets properly sealed. There's a gasket that goes around it.
Oh yeah? Now we're stealing the gasket from that one and putting it into this board.
So this will make sure that when the one wheel goes in the rain, you still have a one wheel. It's also very tricky. This gasket stretches. It's hard to get it back in place. And look, this is the weird part about one wheels. All these safety screws.
They're like, oh yeah, they're like stars.
Yeah, they're safety. And you got a pin in the middle. And that was part of their, you can't fix this, only us can fix this.
There you go, gasket.
Yeah, this gasket's pretty important because it's what guarantees the waterproof.
We were on our way back from the field where we were flying the drone, and then his board just randomly shuts off, and I see him fly forward, and then the case goes halfway across the street.
Yup, I've never thrown a drone case so far in my life.
And then I think it was all downhill from there with the boards and the battery.
Yeah, the board got progressively worse that week. That week it was not happy.
Yeah, pretty dangerous.
I would say. Alright, next we're going to do the foot pad controller. We're going to put it in place.
The foot pad's very important for starting it because you don't want to slip off.
No, but not only that, it's actually what turns the board on. Oh,
Oh yeah, because there's like pressure sensors in there, right?
yeah, there's two pressure sensors in either way, and that's what makes the board do the thing. These guys kind of hold the whole motor in place. So, this guy.
I think the last time you were on this was like 2 years ago around, what was it? Like a firework thingy?
So here's the foot pad. That's the important part. It's the part that gives the controller, so it tells the one wheel where to go, how to go, where to go. It could be also charging thing. Okay, let's look it up before I put it all together.
We're gonna do some research, and then we'll be back. Alright, we're closing stuff up now, but tell them about the problem.
Well, you'll notice we have a nice flashy red light. It seems to be that we have to register this board, or sorry, this motherboard, to this Pint X. This Pint X had a dead board. And I guess during the years they've changed their activation process. You have to activate it with your phone, and you have to assign it. Well, my other Pint X, this one that had died, it couldn't be activated. So now I'm stuck with a board that seems to work. It understands it, but I can't assign it to this Pint X. I think that's why the error is. Everything else is hooked up, everything's happy. It shuts off Pint, it's charging. This is another one wheel interesting challenge. I guess we'll have to call customer service. To be continued.
To be continued. That sucks. Let's make a tree web. I just came down from editing and I hear squeaking.
So what's happened, Jesse? What do you think happened?
You got the one wheel working.
So luckily, now the customer service is great. I called them up, they registered the board, which was the problem, and we're able to assign the part to this board, to this Pint X, and the battery's registered to it.
Lights.
A live light. And then how do we go to the kitchen?
We got it working. Yeah.
How awesome was that?
We did it.
We did it. We actually fixed it. Thanks to Onewheel for now the right to repair, to buy parts, fix it. After years and years of not being able to use it, it's alive. So I'm ecstatic. Good job.
Can I try it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Oh, this thing feels weird inside. Whoa. It's squeaky. It's nice though. Imagine just cruising on one of these inside all the time. This is awesome. We've never done this.
After 2 years or whatever, being frustrated with the Onewheel, here we are.
It's so cool to ride inside though. That's awesome.
There we go. We fixed it. Good job, Jess. Nice.
I can't believe we fixed this Onewheel. It's taken a long time and over 2 years of repairs. We literally had to buy like 2 batteries, 2 thingies, and it's alive again. I'm thoroughly impressed. And it rides perfectly.